Should you put all your money in an index fund, or should you try and pick out companies you think will beat the market? Welcome to another video on investing in stocks. If you enjoy it, hit subscribe, turn on notifications. Any questions, drop me a comment. So I'm personally a stock picker. I want to know where my money is invested, and I want to pick what companies I give my money to, because I believe some companies are better than others, and the better the company, the better the stock will perform. Now, most people trying to pick stocks do fail. They underperform the market, and they're better off just buying an index fund. But I'm going to make a case for stock picking. We need stock pickers, and it's not all that difficult. So you're trying to find great businesses, preferably the best. And you do this by looking at management, balance sheet, innovation, brand, the demand for their products, the history of the company, the stock, the management, the dividend and everything. And based on this, you simply weed out the gold from all the dirt. And it's not all that hard. I mean, all the numbers are there, all the information are there. You can just go on the internet and find all of it. And if you find a great business, you will beat the market, because the better the company, the better the stock will perform, not the other way around. So the company behind the stock is all that matters. And a good company will at least beat the market by about 10%. So it's not all that difficult. And in the process of finding great businesses, you're looking at balance sheets, you're researching business strategy, you're listening to interviews of CEOs, you're listening to conference calls, you're reading annual reports, you're thinking about the big macro perspective. And in this process, you learn how business and the world works. Because when you see how a company can succeed where others fail, you learn how customers think, how a distribution works, a vertical integration, horizontal expansion. You learn about all of these concepts which you can apply in other places in life. And knowledge is power. So the more you learn about the stock market and business, the better companies you can pick out. And as you gain more experience and knowledge, good or bad experiences, you will learn and you will adapt and you will find better businesses over time. And the stock market is the engine of capitalism. The whole point of the stock market is that all the companies are competing for your money. So the best company should get your money. If you just put your money in an index fund, it's automatically spread out between a bunch of companies. You don't know these companies, you've never heard of them, you don't know the management, you don't know what they sell, you don't know how, you don't know what dividend they pay, you know nothing about them. You're just giving them your money automatically without even looking at the company. Does that sound like a logical thing to do? Like, hey, just take my money, all of you, just spread it out evenly. I don't care who's better than the rest, just take all of my money. Like, capitalism relies on us judging businesses by how well they do. And the best businesses deserves to get the money, because they will make the most out of your money. That's the whole point of capitalism. And if everyone just bought ETFs and index funds, all companies would get money, and good companies would not be rewarded for innovating and being the best and getting the best people. So I think we're at a dangerous turning point. So ETFs and index funds are great, but you need to pick stocks as well. And as you pick companies, you get a relationship to these companies. You get to know the management. You learn about the products. You learn about their history maybe, and after you own companies for a couple of years, you get a sense of ownership, because this company works for you. You have this whole portfolio of companies making all sorts of things and doing great things for mankind, and you're a part of it. You're an investor. You're an owner. You're taking part in this company, and you know where your money is. You know, when you think about your portfolio, you think about all of these brands and logos and companies that you own. And it makes investing super fun. And at least for me, it motivates me to keep finding great businesses. And just to prove my point, at least try to, I have some random examples, okay? And I want you to think, do you want to pick between these two companies, or would you want to buy like the S&P 500 and get all of them in one index? Starting off with, what's the chance of IBM beating Nvidia as an investment? Walmart beating Amazon as an investment? Like, what company is executing the best at the moment? Would you rather put your money in JP Morgan, the most stable bank in the world, also doing the best at the financial crisis tests, or would you put it with Wells Fargo with all the brilliant news we've had this year? Which company do you think people are going to give their money? Would you rather invest in Activision Blizzard, who makes World of Warcraft, Call of Duty, Candy Crush, Bubble Witch Saga, Pet Rescue, Destiny, Overwatch, Diablo, Hearthstone, all these games? Or would you put your money in EA, Electronic Arts, that put out the magnificent mess that is Battlefront 2 and all their other games for that matter? Which company do you think people are gonna want to give their money to, huh? Another completely random companies, two unrelated companies, but they are part of the same index. Which company do you think is going to do best in the future and keep innovating and make the most money? Procter & Gamble, making baby shampoos, shampoos and baby wipes? Or Facebook? Like, which company do you think is going to keep up with the time and innovate and be a great growth story? Facebook or Procter & Gamble? Have your pick. Or would you want to buy S&P 500 and get all of these? It doesn't take a genius to pick one company over the others, and there's obvious factors showing which one are better. So go out there, try your luck, please pick stocks. We need stock pickers. Please tell everyone to pick stocks. Like, think about this. Like, what's the chance of Google, Amazon, Netflix, Facebook, Nvidia? What's the chance of these companies not outperforming the S&P 500? What's the chance? It's slim to none. Of course they'll outperform. Give your money to the companies who deserves it the most, okay? Now, if you want to learn about what my favorite companies or ETFs or whatever, or Bitcoin, visit investingforall.net. If not, I'll see you in the next video.